As the cold morning mist shrouded the military base, a black SUV pulled up to the gates, capturing the attention of the waiting crowd. Fans, journalists, and curious onlookers held their breath, clutching their cameras and phones, eager to catch a glimpse of the passengers. And when the doors opened, there he was, Jin BTS, the elder brother figure, stepping out with a composed yet intense expression. Right behind him, Jungkook emerged, his eyes scanning the crowd with a mixture of determination and vulnerability. What brought the two BTS icons to this solemn location, and what significance did this moment hold? It wasn't just a simple drop-off. This wasn't an ordinary visit to the military base where Jungkook was about to resume his duties. This was a moment laden with unspoken words, raw emotions, and unresolved tensions that had gripped fans and the media alike for weeks. The recent court proceedings surrounding the bullying case that involved Jungkook and two senior soldiers had sent shockwaves across South Korea and beyond. Now, Jin had chosen to accompany Jungkook not only to show his unwavering support but also to confront a reality that had shaken their world. Why did Jin insist on being here? What did he hope to achieve by personally escorting Jungkook? The answers to these questions seemed to unfold in real time as the two walked towards the camp gates. Jin, dressed in a simple but elegant black coat, appeared every bit the protective elder brother, while Jungkook, clad in his military uniform, exuded a quiet strength that belied the emotional storm he had weathered in recent weeks. The bullying scandal had been the talk of the nation, with every development dissected and debated endlessly. When Jungkook first reported the incident, some had questioned the validity of his claims, while others rallied behind him, calling for justice and transparency. The court's final ruling, which sentenced the perpetrators to severe disciplinary actions, had been a victory, but it was not without its scars. Jin's presence at this moment was no accident. He had been a pillar of support for Jungkook throughout the ordeal, attending every court session and standing by his side during press conferences. But today was different. Today, Jin was not just a witness or a bystander. He was a participant in a deeply personal and symbolic act. As they reached the entrance, Jin and Jungkook paused. The elder gently placed a hand on Jungkook's shoulder, leaning in to say something that only Jungkook could hear. The younger BTS member nodded, his jaw tightening as if steeling himself for what lay ahead. What did Jin say in that moment? Fans could only speculate, but the tenderness in Jin's gesture spoke volumes. Inside the camp, the mood was somber. The soldiers who had been convicted of bullying Jungkook were now facing the consequences of their actions. Their once defiant demeanors had given way to expressions of remorse and regret, though for many, it was too little, too late. Jin and Jungkook were escorted to a private meeting room where they would have the opportunity to address the issue one final time. Reports suggest that Jin took the lead during the meeting, speaking with a calm authority that left a lasting impression on everyone present. He emphasized the importance of accountability, not just for the individuals involved, but for the military as an institution. This isn't just about Jungkook, Jin reportedly said. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels safe and respected. Jungkook, for his part, spoke with a quiet intensity that reflected his growth and resilience. He addressed the perpetrators directly, expressing his hope that they would learn from their mistakes and work towards becoming better individuals. It was a moment of closure, not just for Jungkook, but for everyone who had followed the case. Outside, the crowd waited anxiously, their emotions mirroring the roller coaster of events. When Jin and Jungkook finally emerged, their faces showed a mixture of relief and resolve. Jin placed a reassuring arm around Jungkook as they made their way back to the car, the weight of the moment evident in their expressions. What does this mean for Jungkook's military journey moving forward? How will this experience shape his time in service, and what lessons will he carry with him? For Jin, the visit was more than just a gesture of support. It was a statement of solidarity, a reminder that BTS's bond goes beyond music and fame. As the SUV disappeared into the distance, leaving the military base behind, fans were left with a profound sense of admiration for the two idols. Jin and Jungkook had turned a moment of pain and adversity into an opportunity for growth and healing. Their actions spoke louder than any words could, reminding the world of the strength that comes from unity and compassion. The questions lingered long after the day's events. What lies ahead for Jungkook as he continues his military service? How will this chapter influence BTS's future as a group? And most importantly, how can society ensure that incidents like this become a thing of the past? For now, one thing is certain. Jin and Jungkook have shown the world what it means to face challenges head-on, with grace, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the values they hold dear. Their story is a testament to the power of resilience and the unbreakable bond that defines BTS, a bond that continues to inspire millions around the globe. As the news of Jin and Jungkook's visit to the military base spread, social media exploded with reactions. Fans flooded platforms like Twitter and Weverse with hashtags such as #JinWithJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook, expressing their pride in the way the two idols handled such a delicate situation. Their unity and strength resonated deeply, not just with ARMY, but with anyone who values standing up against injustice. Comment sections were filled with emotional messages, with fans sharing how Jin's protective stance reminded them of a caring older brother. Jin is not just a hyung to Jungkook, he's a guardian angel, one fan wrote. Others praised Jungkook for his bravery in addressing the issue head-on despite being in such a vulnerable position. He could have stayed silent, but he chose to speak up. That's courage, another commented. As the day unfolded, details about Jin and Jungkook's journey to the base began to emerge. Sources close to BTS revealed that the decision for Jin to accompany Jungkook was a mutual one, driven by their shared belief in confronting challenges together. It wasn't just about offering moral support, it was about showing the world that BTS stands as a united front, no matter the circumstances. This act of solidarity also sparked discussions about the broader implications of the bullying case. Analysts and commentators weighed in on how this incident could influence the military's approach to handling similar cases in the future. Jin's and Jungkook's actions were seen as a catalyst for change, urging institutions to prioritize respect and camaraderie over outdated hierarchies and toxic power dynamics. Meanwhile, fans couldn't help but speculate about the private conversation between Jin and Jungkook before entering the base. Many theories surfaced, ranging from words of encouragement to heartfelt advice. Maybe Jin reminded Jungkook of how much ARMY loves and supports him, one fan suggested. Others believe Jin might have shared his own experiences in the military to help Jungkook navigate the challenges ahead. Back in the military base, the soldiers who had been involved in the bullying incident reportedly expressed remorse during their meeting with Jungkook and Jin. While some questioned the sincerity of their apologies, others viewed it as a step towards accountability. Jungkook's composure during the confrontation was particularly striking. He didn't display anger or resentment. Instead, he carried himself with a maturity that left a lasting impression. Jin's role in the meeting was equally impactful. Known for his wit and humor, he showed a different side of himself, one that was firm yet empathetic. He addressed the perpetrators not as an idol or a celebrity, but as a human being advocating for basic decency and respect. What you did hurt not just Jungkook, but everyone who looks up to this institution. It's time to reflect and do better, he reportedly said. As Jin and Jungkook departed the base, the emotional weight of the day seemed to lift slightly. Jungkook's face, though still serious, bore a hint of relief. For Jin, the moment was bittersweet. He had fulfilled his role as a protector and supporter, but he also knew that Jungkook's journey was far from over. The ride back was reportedly quiet, with Jin occasionally glancing at Jungkook as if to reassure him without words. It was a poignant reminder of the unspoken bond that connects BTS members, a bond forged through years of shared dreams, struggles, and triumphs. In the days that followed, BTS's agency released a statement thanking fans for their unwavering support and emphasizing the group's commitment to addressing issues of justice and fairness. This incident has been a challenging time for all of us, but it has also been an opportunity to reflect on the importance of standing together against injustice, the statement read. The incident also reignited discussions within the entertainment industry about the pressures faced by idols, especially those who enlist in the military. Fans and experts alike called for systemic changes to ensure the safety and well-being of all service members, regardless of their background or status.